one. It's Miss Osuigwe up against. So then, our two players then for our first match. Let's start off with the 18-year-old from the United States. That is Miss Osuigwe, ranked at 168 in the world, has been as high as 105. She's a former ITF World Junior Champion and a former Junior French Open Champion. Both of these triumphs in 2017. Her win at the French Open made her the first American to do so since Jennifer Capriati back in 1989. She also won the 2018 USTA National Championship, which earned her a wildcard entry into that year's US Open, where she fell to Camilla Giorgi in the opening round 6-4, 6-1. Most of her tennis of late has been on the ITF circuit. She has 2 titles to her name, the last of which was in April 2019, where she beat Madison Brengel. This season, though, Osuigwe has certainly put in some excellent performances on the main tour. She came through qualifying to reach the main draw of the Australian Open, and then gave a superb account of herself at Miami last week, giving Kirsten Flippins a real scare in the opening round. As I was saying earlier on, she beat Alexia Geraci in qualifying, but then lost to Asia Mohammed in the second round of qualifying. But now she has another chance here in Charleston.
2 minutes.
And her opponent, Kurumi Nara from Japan, world ranking of 162, has been as high as 32. That was back in August of 2014. She has 1 title to her name, and not surprisingly, that was back in 2014 when she won on the clay courts of Rio. Nara also reached the quarterfinals in Auckland and Istanbul, as well as a final in Washington, where she lost to Svetlana Kuznetsova. Since then, it's been a bit of a mixed bag for Kurumi Nara. She did, though, pick up her 6th ITF title on the hard courts of Japan in 2018. As for her recent form, it's been a slow start to the year. She did, though, have an excellent run to the semi-finals of an ITF event in the United Arab Emirates at the start of the year. Nara came through 2 rounds of qualifying to reach the main draw, seeing off Ali Kick and Whitney Pate. And then, in the main draw on Monday, she beat Francesca Di Lorenzo 6-2, 6-2.
1 minute.
First time these two have met on tour, but they have met on the ITF circuit. That was back in 2018. Osuigwe came through that 6-7, 6-3, 6-2. Kurumi Nara has played in Charleston once before. That was back in 2016, where she fell in the first round to Yulia Putintseva. So this is already the best run Kurumi Nara has had at this event. This is Osuigwe's debut here in Charleston, and what an eventful debut it has been. Thought she was out of the qualifiers, and now she's in the last 32. And our first match of the day then on court 1 is good to go. It sees Miss Osuigwe, the lucky loser, up against Kurumi Nara from Japan. And it will be
First set.
Kurumi Nara who will get us off and underway.
Ready? Play.
And this is also tricky for Kurumi Nara, because she would have been all prepped for Miss Vondrousova, the number 9 seed, and to suddenly have that change, that's quite an adjustment. Be interesting to see how this match progresses early on. Which of these two players settles quickest, really, in these quite, well, I wouldn't say unprecedented circumstances, but certainly unexpected. that's a super point from both players. Both certainly played their part in that exchange.
30-15.
Super forehand in the end from Kurumi Nara to finish the point off.
All.
And what Whitney Osuigwe will learn very quickly as this match goes on is she's up against a player in Kurumi Nara who is very patient. She will happily play a point for as long as it takes to craft out a chance. And that's a lovely way for Nara to hold serve as well. First ace of the day goes her way, and she takes the first game of the opening set. And this event in Charleston, wow, it is such a huge event on the WTA calendar. Many, many big names have lifted the trophy here. Chris Evert won it 8 times in the 70s and early 80s, and some of the other household names who have won here include the likes of Martina Navratilova, Steffi Graf, Martina Hingis, and both the Williams sisters. One of the most prestigious events on the calendar, and one of the oldest as well, starting back in 1973. Long before this young lady was born. So, Osuigwe then to serve at love 1. Not the start she would have been looking for.
Love 30.
Neither the forehand or the backhand, and those last 2 points having the desired effect for Osuigwe. And this is 3 early break points here for Kurumi Nara. And Nara breaks to love. Just the start then for Kurumi Nara. Taking control early on in this opening set, leading Whitney Osuigwe 2 games to love. That's better, much better from Osuigwe. Well, she may have looked distinctly shaky on her opening service game, but once she's in the points, Osuigwe can certainly hold her own, especially with that backhand. Nice depth on the Nara serve there. Just the forehand side at the moment for Osuigwe. No wonder there's a little shrug of the shoulders. Just can't quite find the range at the moment on the forehand. A little bit of good fortune there for Osuigwe. Defensive shot here, just about looping over the net and giving Kurumi Nara absolutely no chance. Well, a break back here for Whitney Osuigwe would give her such a boost, having been broken to love. Oh no, well that is really unlucky for Whitney Osuigwe. She really played her part in that point. Had Kurumi Nara on the back foot and then the Nara forehand clattered into the net cord and, well, somewhat apologetically fell over the wrong side. But Osuigwe still in this game. Well, that's a super return, wasn't it, from Osuigwe? Because the serve from Nara was down the tee and really tricky, but Osuigwe did well. And now, break point. Again, that forehand just letting her down. Was in the points, trading blows really well there with Kurumi Nara. The forehand drifts long again, and Nara saves the break point. Wow, what pace from Miss Osuigwe there. Nara's drop shot wasn't too bad at all, but Osuigwe so quick there. Picked out a very nice forehand right in the corner. And now second chance to break back. Not much Osuigwe could do about that backhand from Kurumi Nara. That was power and placement in abundance there.
Deuce.
Well, Kurumi Nara is having to work so hard for these points. Miss Osuigwe is showing exceptional defensive skills. Nothing though she could do about that. Nicely placed behind the American from Kurumi Nara. And a chance for her now to hold what has been a very, very difficult service game. Well, that was tough going for Kurumi Nara, but she found her way through. And she is very much in control in this opening set. She leads by 3 games to love.
Time.
Well, if you just joined us and you're seeing 3-0 to Kurumi Nara, you may be thinking this is a very one-sided match. Well, you're very mistaken. Miss Osuigwe is giving an excellent account of herself. The only blip for Osuigwe
Love
has
15.
been on serve. Yet to win a point on serve. Broken to love on her first service game. But then, in the previous game, really worked Nara hard. Had two chances to break
15.
Kurumi Nara, did Osuigwe. Couldn't take them. Eventually Nara came through. Important now for Osuigwe to get this first game on the board. Not only to avoid the double break, but just to get a foothold in the match. Because it's a match that she's
30.
played a huge part in. That's a brilliant first serve, much needed as well from Whitney Osuigwe. What is very evident from
40-30.
Whitney Osuigwe in her young career is not only her exceptional pace and a really potent backhand, but she also has brilliant defensive skills. It's just wide, and Osuigwe gets that first game on the board, and that is well earned as well.
3 games to 1.
Still though a breakdown in this opening set, Kurumi Nara leading 3 games to 1. But Whitney Osuigwe will be feeling a whole lot better now. First game finally on the board, and now another chance to get into this Kurumi Nara serve. Just long.
15 on. 40
Again,
love.
a little heavy with the forehand from Osuigwe. This is a much more comfortable service game for Kurumi Nara than the last one. First double of the match for Kurumi Nara. If you're going to throw down a double fault, well, do it at 40 love. Because it matters not, because Nara holds and holds pretty comfortably in the end and extends her lead in this opening set to 4 games to 1.
Time.
Whitney Osuigwe then the lucky loser. The breakdown in this opening set at 1-4. And like her first service game, started off with a unwanted double fault. Well, she set herself up for the forehand, didn't she? Osuigwe looked like she was going to unleash an unstoppable forehand, but much to her frustration, dumped into the net. Love 30 then. Problems for Osuigwe. And those problems are growing ever deeper. Second double fault in this game alone, 3rd overall. Sense of deja vu here for Whitney Osuigwe. Love 40 again on serve. And again, Whitney Osuigwe is broken to love.
5 games to 1.
A real weak concession of serve there from 18-year-old, and Kurumi Nara now bossing this. A double break up. 5 games to 1, and now serving for this opening set. But that backhand from Osuigwe has been pretty special this morning. One of a few highlights in a tough first set for Whitney Osuigwe. Certainly plays that shot very well, though. And again, the backhand is such a weapon, isn't it?
Love 30.
Consistency, though, is not her friend. Very in and out this opening set. But a chance here at love 30. A game that she simply has to win. This is a chance then for Osuigwe, having been 40 love down twice on her own service game. Now Whitney Osuigwe is 40 love up on the Nara serve. A chance to get one of these breaks back, get herself back in this opening set.
$15.40. Let's first serve. Let's first serve.
Forehand again going long. 2 chances have come and gone for Osuigwe. Will it be third time lucky?
Deuce.
Unfortunately not from her point of view. Kurumi Nara saving all those break points.
Let's first serve. Advantage Nara.
Gutsy second serve from Nara, right on the line, and that's 4 points in a row. Set point then for Kurumi Nara. Oh, but the backhand yet again from Osuigwe is just causing so much damage. is brilliant from Nara. Right in the corner, and it needs to be against Osuigwe because she's getting to everything. Second chance then for Nara to get this first set on the board. That's long, and that's been the story, really, of this first set for Whitney Osuigwe. The forehand has been left wanting, and Kurumi Nara has taken full advantage. Dominant set then from the Japanese player. She takes it 6-1.
Second set. Osuigwe to serve.
So a first set that Kurumi Nara dominated for the most part. Let's see how Whitney Osuigwe responds in set two. And one thing that doesn't need to change from set one for Osuigwe is that backhand. It has been blistering. What Osuigwe does need to sort out, though, is serve. Two service games she was programmed to love in the first set. No danger of that happening in set two. In fact, quite the opposite. This is an excellent start. First ace of the match for her. But it was a set that wasn't really a 6-1, if that makes sense. Osuigwe definitely played her part. Just couldn't take her chances. 40 love up on the Nara serve at 5-1, and Nara came through and had 2 break points at 2 love down, and still Nara came through. But that's in the past now. The key for Osuigwe here is just to get this first service game on the board in this second set, get herself into the lead for the first time in the match. But this is a better service game. Much better service game. This needs to be the benchmark, really, for Osuigwe. And that's a good hold from Whitney Osuigwe. Just what she needed at the start of the second set. 1 game to love, then she leads. Yeah, the 4th or 5th line down. Second serve points, 54% to Nara, 14 to Osuigwe. There was no backup really on the second serve at all. Nara took full advantage, nearly twice as many points won. Osuigwe though, look at that, 5 break points she had, could not take 1 of them. Nara much more efficient, 2 from 2. And that is why she won the set so comprehensively. What will give Osuigwe a lot of confidence, though, is the fact that she has had those 5 breakpoint opportunities. So she knows she can get into the service game of Kurumi Nara. Just needs to take the chances. Familiar problem from Whitney Osuigwe is that forehand. So many times now she's glanced over to her coach with a look of almost resignation, really. It's just not happening on the forehand.
40-15.
That's a brilliant return
40-30.
from Osuigwe. Good persistence there from Osuigwe, and this is a really, really good start to the second set from her. Certainly come out in this second set with a lot more intent.
Advantage Nara. Game Nara.
Nara holds again, another wayward forehand from Whitney Osuigwe.
1 game off.
Had her chances, the American there. Couldn't take them, couldn't apply the pressure. A clench of the fist, job well done from Kurumi Nara. She holds serve, levels up at a game apiece. Not surprisingly, Osuigwe's challenging here. It was called out, and then there was a correction. Osuigwe is now asking for clarification. Yeah, it's on the line. That'll be replayed.
Miss Osuigwe has 2 challenges remaining.
Definite signs of improvement on the Osuigwe serve at the back end of the first set. Even though she was broken, she looked a bit more solid. I was saying that, she was broken to love twice. So it's been a mixed bag for Osuigwe on serve.
30-15.
Nara edging her way back into this Osuigwe service game. So important that Osuigwe doesn't drop serve early on. Got to hold her own in this second set.
Last person.
It's just long, and despite the efforts of Osuigwe with some superb defensive work, Nara yet again, well, doing what she does best. She just sticks in points, doesn't she? Works the player around the court and either waits for the mistake or comes in and punishes. On that occasion, it was a mistake from Osuigwe, and now break point for Kurumi Nara. Oh, when it's long, Nara breaks. Well, just what Kurumi Nara wanted and just what Whitney Osuigwe didn't need. Another break of serve for Kurumi Nara. She strikes first in the second set. Nara leads 2-1.
Time.
So it's advantage Kurumi Nara then in this second set. Breaking Whitney Osuigwe, now leading 2-1.
13.
Certainly on more than a couple of occasions, Whitney Osuigwe has had chances to break Kurumi Nara. You feel now she has got to do just that. Oh, there is a danger this match Good run away from her. Oh, what a forehand that is from Osuigwe. Well, we've been saying all day the forehand has been letting her down. I'll tell you what, it didn't on that occasion. What a ripper. Well, I think what we've seen today is glimpses of what Whitney Osuigwe has to offer, and it looks good. The future looks incredibly bright for this player. It really does. She has such strong ground strokes. And what she also has is brilliant defensive skills. With players facing off at the net. Not enough really on the attempted pass from Nara, and a good volley from Osuigwe to take the point.
Second serve.
Looked like that was just drifting out, didn't it? From Nara. It just stayed the right side of the line. But it mattered not. It is a double fault for Kurumi Nara. And now, another chance for Whitney Osuigwe. Got to take one of these chances soon. She really has. And she does. Osuigwe breaks.
2 games off.
And she is right back in this set. And dare I say, right back in this match. 2 games all, second set. But she now needs a good service game. Got to back this up. Fought really hard now to get back to 2-all. She needs to back it up, a hold serve here. Oh, the backhand again. Well, we could have a highlights reel of the backhand alone, I think, in this match from Whitney Osuigwe. It has been awesome. And there's another one to add to the highlights reel of the Whitney Osuigwe backhand. Excellent serve out wide, taking Nara out of the picture, and that's a good finish on the backhand. Well, this is just a service game that Whitney Osuigwe would have wanted. 3 chances then to back up that break and get herself into the lead for the first time in the match. Oh, and a lovely drop shot as well. What a game from Whitney Osuigwe. She is right back in the match. Osuigwe leads then 3-2 in the second set.
Time.
So for the first time in the match, something for Kurumi Nara to think about. 6-1 in the first set, 2-1 up with a break at the start of the second set. Now she's 3-2 down and a bit of pressure on this serve. Osuigwe, on the other hand, he's playing with real confidence all of a sudden. That's what a break of serve does to you. Been knocking on the door. Whitney Osuigwe finally broke through. And the shackles are off for Whitney Osuigwe. Suddenly, the ground strokes are finding the lines. And Kurumi Nara, well, he's got it all to do. Love 30. Would have expected to make that backhand. Not an easy shot, but it's a shot she's played so well this morning. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good. It was that good that I don't even think Osuigwe is challenging. It looked flush on the line. Osuigwe was nowhere near that, so there's no chance of it being replayed. Excellent backhand from Nara. Excellent couple of points, really. Oh, did so well to stay in that point, Osuigwe. Well, she hasn't lost this game yet, but if she does, it could be a pivotal moment in this match. Love 30, Nara was all at sea. And Nara holds. Well, that was a chance for Whitney Osuigwe. It really was.
3 games off.
30 love up, 3-2 up on the Nara serve. And just 1 or 2 loose shots from Osuigwe, letting Nara back in. Nara levels. 3 games all. Backhand has been rock solid today from Osuigwe. Just a couple of points now where she's found the net. And what has been a very reliable stroke of hers. Kurumi Nara is just so good, isn't she? So patient in those exchanges. Everything that Osuigwe was throwing at her, Nara just got back and then just found the angle with that cross-court backhand. Doesn't have the greatest power, Kurumi Nara, but my word, she knows where to place the ball. 15-30 then. Pressure on the Osuigwe serve. Real pressure on the Osuigwe serve. Well, a purple patch for Whitney Osuigwe. She was 2-1 down, broke and got 3-2 up. Should have been 4-2, and now a couple of points for a 4-3 deficit.
Left second serve.
Oh, she couldn't find the volley. A let-off for Osuigwe. My word, what a magnificent point that was from both players. Breathtaking. But the bottom line is, Kurumi Nara breaks again and she heads in front in the second set. She leads 4-3.
Time.
Well, what a super last point that was. I think we're all just about getting our breath back. That was quite a rally from these two. But it was Kurumi Nara who took the game, broke the serve of Whitney Osuigwe. Had she broken the resolve of this gutsy 18-year-old? 4-3 then, Nara leads. Well, in this second set, Osuigwe has definitely upped her level. And Nara is having to play at her very best to just keep her nose in front. Another scintillating rally. My word, there has been some top quality tennis in this match.
13-all.
Osuigwe defending so well. Nara, though, winning the point.
15. 40-15.
Couple of chances then for Kurumi Nara to get herself within one game of a place in the last 16. And Nara holds, and you can see what that means to Kurumi Nara.
Nara leads 5 games.
Backs up the breaker serve, extends her lead in set number 2. Whitney Osuigwe now very much at the point of no return. Has to hold, has to break, or Nara is through. And it is vital that Osuigwe gets off to a good start on this service game. Again, the backhand of Osuigwe just finds the most delightful angles. Oh, how she would love to hold here nice and quickly. Put the pressure on Nara to serve this out. Nara, on the other hand, well, would like to get this finished here and now. Get out of here. Yep, not going to miss that. Here's Osuigwe. Well, over on Althea Gibson court, potential surprise in the offing. Paula Badosa up against the number 5 seed, Belinda Bencic. Badosa a set and 5-4 up, serving for the match against the number 5 seed. Well, just the service game that Whitney Osuigwe would have wanted. First 3 points safely on the board. That's long and a good hold, very good hold
New ball.
from Whitney Osuigwe. She has done everything she can now. It is over to Kurumi Nara to serve this out. Nara leading 5 games to 4.
Time.
Well, there you see it. 6-1, 5-4. Kurumi Nara leads Whitney Osuigwe. If Nara holds, she's in the last 16. If Osuigwe breaks, we go on. But this has been a much, much better second set from Whitney Osuigwe. Can she break and keep herself in the match? With new balls in, Nara 5-4. First point on the board for the American. That's a cheap point. Nara looked a little tentative in that exchange. Previous points, she was really going for the lines. Almost waiting for the mistake instead from Osuigwe, and from Nara's point of view, thankfully it came. You could hear the cry of frustration there, couldn't you, from Whitney Osuigwe? Going through the shot again in her mind. Nara then just a couple of points away from a hard-fought victory. So here we go then. 5-4, 30 all. What will the next point be? Will it be a match point for Kurumi Nara, or will Whitney Osuigwe have a precious break point? Magnificent there from Nara. She would have been nervous as those balls came back. The brilliant defensive display, as ever, from Osuigwe. But Nara eventually gets the overhead right, and now it is match point for Kurumi Nara. And the lucky losers' luck runs out. It was a valiant display from Whitney Osuigwe, but in the end, Kurumi Nara just had too much for the 18-year-old. It was a brilliant match, particularly in the second set. Osuigwe going toe-to-toe with Nara. And in the end, the patience and the persistence of Kurumi Nara wore down Whitney Osuigwe, and it is she that books her place in the last 16. A hard-fought victory, 6-1, 6-4. It might look comfortable, but it was anything but. And with that victory, Kurumi Nara, well, had never won a match here prior to this year, and now she's in the last 16 and playing some superb tennis. Definitely upped her level since her first round victory over Francesca Di Lorenzo, and she had to, because that was a stern test that Whitney Osuigwe gave her, and the American can be very, very proud of her display. She really is an excellent prospect for the future, Osuigwe. So much quality on ground strokes, brilliant defensive play, just lacking the consistency, particularly on the big points. Kurumi Nara, her experience, her patience, gets her through. And a few photos as well. Job well done then for